What is going on, everybody? We are live. Lots to talk about here. Let me move my face from behind. Yes, welcome to the Joe Maga Show. I'm Joe Maga. There's a lot to talk about in this upcoming election. The first thing I want to go to is this right here, ladies and gentlemen, unprecedented. Early voting here in the United States has absolutely exploded. We are at 76 million early votes. It looks like this is going to be a historic turnout, people. Let me go over to the chat to see if, yes. Okay. Couple things I want to point out here in the early voting. These numbers are crazy. I want to compare these to last year's election. Let me move to where was that screen at, people? Road to 270. Stick with me here. We're going to do a little side-by-side comparison. Okay, this was in 2020. I think that this is. I think that this year's going to be shocking, to say the least, for the Democrat side when it comes to early voter turnout. And I think all of it's going to rest right here in Pennsylvania. I know a lot of people have been talking about Pennsylvania. I know a lot of people think Pennsylvania is a key state for Donald Trump. And I want to point out why I believe it's in the bag for him. It's this number right here. When Pennsylvania was won in 2020 by Joe Biden, it was won by 1.2%. 1.2%, 81,000 votes. There is a lot of conversation right now around the fact that a certain subset of individuals are voting this year, and they are not the type of people who would be voting for Kamala Harris. So the Amish have stepped up. I've heard some numbers as high as 200,000 Amish voters. This one says 90,000 in Pennsylvania alone, 84,000 in Ohio, sizable populations in Indiana and Wisconsin, both, or Wisconsin more so, a major battleground state for the president. Smucker is the representative of Pennsylvania in Congress. He said 2,000 new voter registrants in his district alone for the Amish. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm making a prediction here, which I don't do very often because this is my very first stream, I'm going to say that however long Pennsylvania takes to get their crap together, which is probably going to be longer than we wanted to, Pennsylvania shifts Republican, and this is going to have a major impact on Trump's road to the White House. If he can flip Georgia, which I think he probably will, and he takes North Carolina, which I think he probably will, there is nothing that Kamala Harris can do, even if she takes Arizona, even if she takes Nevada like Joe Biden did last year. by the way, not by major percentage points. We're talking less than 0.5% in Arizona. Nevada and Arizona can both go to her. She can take Wisconsin and Michigan. I think that's a pretty low likelihood, but even if she did, Donald Trump is secure. That's why I'm calling Pennsylvania as potentially the most valuable state in the union for Donald Trump to convert. Just some, the population there of people who are choosing to show up is drastically different. If we look at early voting here for Pennsylvania, Democrats have shown up massively in the early voting, 57 to 33, with 10% of the undecided voters. I think Pennsylvania is traditionally and will continue to be a day of voting, and I think that Republicans are probably going to show up pretty significantly in day of. So the next 24 to 48 hours are going to be massive. This is my Pennsylvania election prediction. I think the state's going to be flipped. Praying the state is going to be flipped with the Amish vote in some really key counties, and those votes are going to go to Donald Trump. All right, we'll be back here later.